Actually, that's spot on.
It is spot on.
All the competition that try to compete.
Everything is spot on.
What's going on, guys? It is the new wave of sports that is sweeping the nation where we're not just accurate but spot on. This is Spot On Sports, and this is my point exactly, the great debate that is up in your face. I'm your host, returning back, at least for this time, Tony Monk, here with my two great guys, two of the best guys on this team with the best takes. That is Jermaine Mathis, and I got Trey Stein. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Tony?
Hot take, Trey, man.
Hey, man, hot take, dog. Had a hot take, dog. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to get my hot takes in.
Well, I got a hot take for you. Obviously, I think a lot of us saw LeBron's interview on the podcast Road Tripping, where a comment was brought up regarding Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie had said in the past on KD's podcast that this is the first time in his career that he can look down and be like, this MF can make that shot too, as if LeBron never existed. On the podcast, LeBron then responded, I was like, damn, the whole time while I was in Cleveland, I only wanted to see Kyrie be the MVP of our league. I only cared about his success. It kind of hurt me a little bit. Trey, I'll start with you, the great LeBron fan himself. Should LeBron be hurt by this comment?
Yes, if he genuinely care about Kyrie, like he said, being the MVP of the league, like prop him up as one of the best players, best young players in the league. If he genuinely care for him, I would think that to an extent you will be like he said, like damn, like I don't think he like hurt, like he gonna lose sleep over, but like it kind of like hurt him a little bit, like damn, like he really wanted good for this man, and I don't think that man wanted good for him. But Kyrie says a lot of things, man. He says a lot of things. He backtracks on a lot of things. And I feel like that was one of the things he said at the time where he felt, but he went through and backtracked on it because he was like, I wouldn't even really talk about LeBron. Did I say his name? But we all know who he was insinuating about because you played one of the greatest players ever. And we know that you really didn't like playing with him at the time in Cleveland because you really didn't want him to come back because you felt that was your show. That was your team. That was your time in Cleveland. Even though y'all won a championship, it's been documented numerous of times that Kyrie wanted to get out of the shadows of LeBron, and it seemed like he wants to be in the shadows of KD because he loves KD. He bigs him up a lot. I don't think Brooklyn really wanted Kyrie, but they knew they had to get him to get KD, and these are one of the things that come with it. Kyrie says a lot of things that's gonna make media, and that was one of the things he said. And I understand LeBron being like, "Damn, if he really genuinely felt like." He really cared about the young man, and the young man really didn't care about him.
Trey? Jermaine, sorry.
I feel like LeBron shouldn't care whatsoever about what Kyrie feels or what he thinks, because at the end of the day, who has the championships? LeBron James. Kyrie Irving always going to say something. He always going to have a comment. In my opinion, he is what you would call today a prima donna. He's always in the media saying stuff that he don't need to say. You're a grown man. Nobody really cares about your opinion. If you feel like, hey, maybe he wasn't the best teammate, that's your opinion. Your other teammates may not have felt like that. You keep your opinion to yourself. This is professional basketball. You got a job. At the end of the day, you're not here to make friends. We understand there's there's brotherhood. Everybody makes family, but at the end of the day, it's still business. You still have a job to do. And Kyrie needs LeBron. He needs somebody. I feel like Kyrie is the type of player to where the attention has to be on him. It has to be his team. Everything has to be about Kyrie, like how he wanted it in Boston, and it didn't work his way. So now he's going to go ahead and try it in Brooklyn. Who knows how that's going to turn out? But I'm sure LeBron James does not care. He's not worried whatsoever. The biggest concern when he comes across Brooklyn would be Kevin Durant. I'm sure he's not going to be thinking about Kyrie Irving in those comments. I mean, I'm sure LeBron was slightly offended because the bond they have, built over playing 3 years together. I'm sure they had some type of tight bond being two superstars on one team. But you wouldn't think somebody close to you would come out and say something like that. It's not a direct shot at you, but just thinking like, you're one of the greatest players of all time, and he's to say you haven't had somebody to make a clutch shot. You know, that's disrespectful to say. Pippen wouldn't dare say nothing like that, you know, with Jordan on his team. Not saying LeBron is Jordan, but at the end of the day, you got to show some respect for the damn man.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll go ahead and throw my little piece of take in here. Again, kind of what Jermaine was saying. Yeah, LeBron should probably be a little offended by it, but at the same time, he should know that Kyrie has not gotten the notoriety that he has achieved throughout the years without LeBron. And obviously, I think we can all go back into Cleveland and see how that team was the first couple of years with Kyrie versus when LeBron got back. And then all of a sudden, they were really good. And Kyrie was a clear-cut Robin to his Batman. And I think for Kyrie, is really digging out of that shadow and more so not playing with somebody else. Because when you look at all of the comments that's been thrown to Kyrie during the time he was in Cleveland with LeBron, I remember one in general, and we all know when I think one of the female reporters had asked him, or not female, well, let me not say that. One of the
father figure?
Yeah, the father figure comment. And, you know, he was like, well, you know, father figure. And it's like, no. And I know those things can easily get to you after a while because it's like he's my dad or something. Like I'm a grown man, and that can be like, well, I don't want to be under LeBron's thumb if this is how y'all are gonna look at me when I'm just as important. And I'm gonna be honest, Kyrie was definitely an intricate piece to that team. I think we can all say, had he not gotten hurt in the first playoff game against the Warriors, they'd have won that game. They'd have won that series. And so, you know, when all of that the air gets blown out of that, when LeBron gets the ring and then LeBron gets the credit for that. But I understand for LeBron, it's like LeBron can't help that he is LeBron James. That's just how it is. Jermaine, I love the comment that she said a long time ago when I think he was like someone was invited to the cookout, but LeBron started the cookout. So you know, and that's the case that you kind of get you know, with this. So a little offended, yeah, you know, be a little offended about it, but also it's just Kyrie Irving. You know, his career wouldn't be where it was without you. So LeBron should just take his word, okay. And when the Lakers get ready to play the Knicks, shoot, bring your A game and make sure you bring it to Kyrie.
The crazy thing about he wanted to be out LeBron James' shadow, like he volunteered to be in KD's shadow. Cause like that's what you are in Brooklyn. Like that, everybody know we waiting on Kevin Durant to come back to play this year. I don't care about Kyrie Irving because to me he's not a winner. Like without LeBron, he didn't win, and then he went to Boston. The first year they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals without him, with Tatum being a rookie, and he comes back the next year and they lose in the second round and like a worse team. It's like so, like you say, it's Kyrie. Who cares now? But the kids love him.
The kids love, I mean, you love a guy with handles. You love a guy that can shoot all over the court. And we're not going to say that Kyrie is not a great player. I think he is. He's still somewhere between 25 and top 20 in this NBA league, even today. But obviously, there are facets to his game. First of all, he can't stay healthy. That's one of his problems. Second, he's an on-ball guy, which definitely hurts his team, and especially with a team like what the Celtics were that relied on all of their players to be able to get them. That's why they play more efficient when he got hurt. Like you had said, Trey, and he comes back the next season, then they lose. So, and even this time around with Brooklyn, he played some games with Brooklyn. They weren't that exciting. They did just enough, but they weren't all that. But we were waiting for KD to get back so we can see KD and Kyrie Irving, not just Kyrie by himself. We know what Kyrie's going to do. He's nice. He's going to be good, but he's better when somebody else is better than him there. So I think it's no testament to that. But we'll move on, guys.